It's been a while since I did a video on YouTube. I have been shooting footage. It's been a couple weeks, I think. I've been working hard. You're going to see in this footage me finish the first panel. Super exciting. Still got all the windows to mask off on this still. Got this all prepped up. You can't see it in the video. Got this all prepped up, ready to go. I'm working on adding this section back in here. The first mask or the first piece I cut out of vinyl seemed like it was going to work good. I put some adhesion, scuffed it, put some adhesion promoter on it, and then cut it out, and it didn't peel. But my lines are a little off, so I'm going to recut it after doing a little bit of doodle drawing. Got the phaser banks put on that, both sides. So this puppy is almost ready for me to start masking off windows and getting ready to prime. This is the next piece that will be painted. I'm going to paint this tonight. All of the masks that look like they're gray are the covering the blacked out windows. All the rest of them are lit up windows. I took my paint mask that I bought from Lou, and I misted white over top of it because it was really hard to see when I was putting a mask on where it was. So that's what I did. Yeah. So I'm going to start painting this, but you'll see that on the next episode. And I'll cut in where I've been and what I've been doing. So.
It's just like 20 years ago, the same argument, same attitude. Not quite, Jonathan. It has been 20 years, but everything I predicted has come true. I knew Martha was making the biggest mistake of her life when she married you.
That's not true, Granddad.
You're going to have to swallow your pride if you're going to save this farm, Jonathan.
I don't need a lecture from you on how to take care of my family, thank you.
You're just as stubborn and pig-headed as you were, Rex.
We're upgrading our computer system at the plant. Thought we might donate our old computers to Smallville Homes.
You are not an alumnus.
Oh, thank you.
Quickie video before I call it a night on Saturday here. There is my ring around the base that a gentleman made for me. I gotta sand that down and paint it like a pewter color. I got all the lighted windows masked off on this upper saucer, and I got the black painted, and then I'll mask off the blacked out windows. Whew, looky what we got here. We got a nice smooth bottom of the nacelle struts. The top is almost as smooth. I did not show a picture of it, a video of it doing it, but basically inside here I ran SMD red and green that stops right about there. And then I drilled a hole all the way through both sides. And then I will put a small piece of, or a couple pieces, I don't know yet. I might just put a couple short pieces of fiber optic mushroomed to emit the light on both sides after I've blacked it out and all that fun stuff. So I got my first color on. This will be the test piece. And painted this black. No, wait, I masked it off. Actually, what I actually did was I did adhesion promoter, clear coat, masked off the lighted windows, put more clear coat on. That way, if it did any bleed, it would bleed into the same color. I blacked it out, masked off the black windows, blacked it out again, and then put the first color on. So let me know if my color looks good. this has been my test bed of colors. This was too light. This was too dark. This I'm a little worried is too grayed out, but I actually think that these blues are too blue. So I think I got a good combination. So this will be the dark color. This will be the second dark color. So dark color, second dark color. And then what's inside here will be the next lighter color. This really white color, I mixed half and half to kind of just kind of block that out, or not block that out, blend it out, I guess you would say. So I painted this section the same color as that, and then this will be my test. I'll just do some random Aztecing, and then do the next color, yada yada yada, make sure it looks good before I actually put it on here. So yeah, I did sand in between all of this. I won't sand anymore, but trying to get it as smooth as possible. It's got some little boogers here and there, but it kind of is what it is. So yeah, there it is. Pretty excited. Anything else? Oh, the nacelles. I got the nacelles glued together. There's some epoxy on the inside. It kind of makes the light that comes out really not look very good. Not very smooth. So I got to get in there with some sandpaper somehow and rough that out. So, but I had to clamp the hell out of these to get them flat, but they made it. And then I got to work with this line and all that. This is kind of boogered up, and it just kind of is what it is. So it's got some boogers. So it's not gonna be perfect, but that's fine. So yeah, moving along. All right, here we go. That's my test colors. Looks blue in some light, looks gray in other light. These were my previous ones. Too much contrast, not enough contrast, too much blue. So I settled on that. I have painted this the darkest color. It looks more blue against the yellow. So I painted it this dark color here and masked it off, and now I'm going to paint the lighter color, or what I have marked as number 2. I marked them 1 through 4 going darker to lighter, so I can keep track of them. So got all my jars of paint mixed up, ready to go. I got shit tons of paint ready to put the next color on this sucker. I used Aztec Lou, the Aztec dummy. I used his masks with some modifications to get it as close as I could get it to the studio model. It's not exact, but it's close enough. So, especially the bottom. There's not a lot of reference pictures of the bottom, so I got more reference of the top, so I can get that a little more exact. So, here we go. Whew! This is what 3 hours of hand masking gets you. Can't wait to do bigger pieces. This is the lighter color coming up soon. And then the favorite part, pulling masking tape off. So this will be color number 4 and probably color number 5, which I'll probably mix on the fly. So I'm about ready to lay some paint down. It's 8:30 at night. I better get going. Alright, here's the first fully painted part, with the exception of the phaser banks and the lifeboats. With just a quickie light source behind the windows. And I gotta say, I am pretty happy with that. Got a couple touch-ups around some windows. That window I forgot to mask, so I'll just paint it. And yeah, happy with the color choice. It's not too bold, but it's enough to show. One piece down. Now acres of pieces to go. Alright, this is the first panel fully painted, fully decaled, and this is getting me excited. Just a quickie test light in there. It looks good. I did have to tint the lifeboat decals. They look too white to me. These actually look too pink, but there's not much I can do. They're kind of yellower on the actual studio model, but I'm okay. They're the same tone, which they should be, and they're slightly different color, so it gives a little more character. So there she is, all 5 colors of paneling, lifeboats decaled, phaser strips painted. The windows on the outside, on the edge, are painted on, and I've touched it up. Maybe a little more touch-ups here and there, but pretty happy with that. And now I got more to paint, so a lot more to paint. The next will be the upper saucer. It's just blacked out so far, and then the main piece and the nacelles. So I'm going to go take a quick break and do a little more. So now I'm working on the upper saucer. It's all blacked out. Used mostly loose masks for masking everything off. Had to use some hand masking for some of the stuff. So yeah, this is what it looks like. I put a layer of primer and then a layer of black, and then I've masked off the black windows. So here we go. I'm going to start to paint color. Okay, first color on. We'll see how many of those paint masks had any bleed. I did not do the same trick that I did on the last panel, where I painted the black before I painted the next color. So I will find out if that was a mistake. But at least it's just black to touch up. Stay tuned.